Hi everyone, welcome back to my craft room. If you're new to my craft room, then welcome. Today I'm working on this little stand here. I don't know what you want to call it. It's not like a candy dish, candy plate maybe, that I want to do for Easter. I'm going to use one of these smaller glass plates from Dollar Tree and also one of these candle holders they always have at Dollar Tree. I love using these. I've used these for, I couldn't tell you how many different projects, but I'm going to do kind of like a backwards kind of decoupage thing on this. I'm going to use these napkins. These I actually picked up at my local grocery store. It's a giant grocery store, it's called. I know they're not all over the country, but you may find these. This is the brand that I'm using. That I just picked these up the other day. I thought these would be perfect for doing some decoupage projects. So that's what I'm going to use on this plate and also on the candle holder. So I'm going to paint the candle holder white first. That I am not painting white until the very end. So I'll show you what I mean. So you're going to take your napkin here and you got to split it. It's a 2-ply napkin, so I peeled off the 1-ply. So we get down to our single ply. And, well, I've already cut a whole bunch of these out, but I'll show you how I did that real quick here after I get going on this thing here. I do need, do I have one handy? A sponge brush. Yes, I do. And we're going to sponge paint this because it's just easier and you don't end up with any like brush strokes. I'm going to use some of the Snow White Waverly chalk paint if I can get it open. Of course, this one's stuck on me. There we go. You know, I tried to wipe this off really good too, and still it ends up getting stuck on me. So all I'm going to do for this is I am just going to take some of this chalk paint on a sponge brush. I like to kind of just smear it on first and then just go around and tap it. Just give it a little tap tap. And I'll probably end up doing 2 coats on this just to make sure it's covered really good. But I like to tap it, that way there's no streaks or marks or anything. It has a little bit of a texture to it, but not much once it dries. So I'm going to go all the way around this sucker twice. Yes, I am. I don't know why I called it a sucker, but that's what I'm doing. Get around that edge nicely. I think this is going to be really cute. I might add a little bit of raffia to it too. I'm not sure. We'll see. Sometimes less is better, and I change my mind a million times when I'm making these things. You know, depending on how they look when they're done. So that's all I'm doing with this guy here. And then I just want to get 1 coat on this here really quick so I can set this aside and let it dry while I show you guys how. I'm not going to put any on this top part because I'm going to glue these 2 pieces together. So, I mean, if you get it on there, you can just kind of take a piece of sandpaper and get that off too. Let's see. That looks pretty good. Alright, so I can see it's not covering perfectly, so I'm going to have to give it a 2nd coat. Alright, so let me stick that over there. We're going to close this up for now. And slide this over here out of the way. Is it out of my way? Let's see. Maybe I'll set it over here. If I can get a spot here to set it to dry. There we go. You just sit right there. All right, and now for the napkin. Now that I got paint all over me, look already. I just take the napkin, and I have this little glass mat here I got from Michael's years and years and years ago. You can use a smooth countertop, whatever, if you want to do it this way. Some people have luck ripping them out. I end up ripping the images every time almost. So I like to use my little water paintbrush. I got these at Dollar Tree. A little water in the handle. Or you can use a regular paintbrush. Just dip it in some water. It does the same thing. And then I have this little spatula thing here that came with a paint set. But you can use like a plastic fork. Anything that's kind of has a rounded edge like that. And then you're just going to go around your image with some of the water. And then to cut it out, you just want to make sure you have your finger on here and it's covering the image. So as long as your finger's on it, you're not going to rip it. But you don't want to let your finger up, or you will rip the thing you're trying to cut out. And that's the problem I have when I try to rip them, you know, without the water. All right, so we just go around, 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 just like that, easy peasy, and then it comes out like that with a nice little jagged edge, which really blends in so much better with your paint. So I'm going to try to rip this little piece off here without destroying it. There we go. But I already have a bunch of these cut out. I think I cut out 3 of each color. There's 4 different colored eggs on here. So I cut out 3 of each. I have 1 extra. And then I also cut out 8 of the carrots. 4 of the smaller ones and 4 of the bigger size ones. There's 2 different sizes on here. But any napkin will do. Any pretty Christmas napkin you can find will work great. So now all I have to do, we're going to wait for that paint to dry over there, and then I'm going to have to give that a second coat, but we can start on the plate here. I just need, here we go, this will work, some Mod Podge and a brush. Now on my plate, what I did was I already put a really thin coat of Mod Podge on the bottom side of the plate. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I find it so much easier to get the image on here without it sliding while you're trying to get it on. I've tried to do it just on plain glass. I didn't have any luck. I mean, maybe it'll work for you guys, but I prefer to do it this way. So now I need another brush here, and we're just going to take our little image, and you're going to want to make sure that you have the printed side that you want facing down, because you're going to see that from the other side. So I'm going to put some of these eggs all the way around this thing here, and I usually just go over these because it's a 1-ply, you're down to the 1-ply napkin, and it goes right through. But if you prefer, like I always say, if you guys prefer to put your Mod Podge down first, that's perfectly fine too. There we go. Did I get a wrinkle in that one already? Shouldn't, these are small. All right, I might put a little down first too. We'll see here. But it does go right through. Like I said, it's down to the 1-ply of the napkin. All right, so maybe I will put a little bit on here just to grab it for me. And I think I'm going to alternate the way they go. I might put this one like this way. Whoops. Put this one this way, facing the other egg. Then go over that with our Mod Podge. This is just so easy to do, and it's fun. I love doing this stuff. Put a little bit there. Let's see, which way do I want this one to go? This way. Hopefully I'll get them semi-even here. Just just going to keep going all the way around, and hopefully when I end up on the other side there that it's going to kind of work out evenly. All right. Now you can put some, I think I might put some down in the center. You really don't have to if you don't want to, but I think that'll look nice. I hope I put that one down the right way. It looks really bright from this side. All right, so I'll keep going around here because it's just going to be the same thing over and over and over. Hoping to get even when I get over on that side. And then once I get those on, I'll come back and see what decide on the middle here. All right, I got everything dry here now. I don't know if I want a big brush. I guess I'll use one of my bigger brushes for this. They're just easier. I'm going to put carrots all around the bottom of this candlestick here. So I have like 4 of the big ones and then there's smaller ones. I'm kind of going to alternate these here. And we're just going to run these up. Try to get this semi-even here. And I'll just do like the first 3 or 4 here and then I'll finish them off camera. Because like I said, it's just repetitive stuff. And this napkin is very, very thin. You can really tell the difference in quality. Whoops, whew, don't drop it. Than like the ones I would get from like decoupagenapkins.com or Amazon or something. These are very, very, very thin napkins. So they're a little hard to work with. I got a few wrinkles in my eggs that I put on there, but it's okay. It'll be fine. But yeah, some are just easier to work with than others. This one's a little difficult. So the better quality napkin, the easier it is to decoupage. Alright, so now I'm going to put a smaller one on this one. It's going to be tricky here, so I'll stick my fingers in the Mod Podge. And I don't care if their little leaves touch. That's fine. I think that would look really cute all the way around the bottom of this. Then I have a smaller one here. There we go. It's sticking to my finger. Alright, one more small one here. Oh no, I want the big one now. So I did 2 smaller ones, and now we're back to the bigger size. There we go. These are going on much nicer than the eggs did. They really gave me a run for my money. Alright, so I'll finish this off camera. I'm just going to do the same thing 4 times again. Look how cute that is. And I'm going to cover the rest of this with the Mod Podge. Also, once this is good and dry, I am going to add a coat of, to finish it off here, this is the dishwasher safe Mod Podge. That way, I mean, it's not going to be on the, you know, the part of the plate where you want to put, if you want to put like little desserts or whatever, it's going to be on the bottom. So that way at least you'll be able to wash it. I don't ever put this stuff in the dishwasher. Even with that stuff, I still tend to, you know, hand wash it just to be safe. Because I would cry if I put it in the dishwasher and it came out with nothing on it. But people say it works really good. I don't know if anybody's tried it in the dishwasher, but that's what you can use. Or you can, you know, use a little spray paint underneath. Like I said, it's going to be on the bottom of the plate, nothing on the top of it. So whatever you prefer. So let me finish putting them on and then I will be back. Alright, well our carrots are back there drying. Now we're going to work on this plate here. We are going to cover this bottom of this plate with some of the Waverly Snow White chalk paint. And I'll show you what it looks like now, which is not much of anything. Just kind of blah. But we're going to go all the way around this. I'll probably do 2 coats of this too. And we're going to slap on this nice white paint down here. And then I'll kind of show you, if I can without making a mess here, the difference once you get the white paint on there. It'll look really cool. So let me finish doing that. We're just going to go around here, nothing special. Just get a nice good coat on here and then I'll go over it again. Like I said, I like doing it this way so you don't end up with like brush strokes on it, because you don't want brush strokes on your plate. But this is really simple. Alright, so let me finish doing this and putting a second coat on, and then we are going to glue this baby together and see how cute it looks. Alright, this is all dry. Look how cute that is. I love that. I got some raffia here. This actually came off of an old something that I had here in the craft room that I got. It's like a darker raffia. So I'm going to try just to put maybe just a little bow on here. I don't know. We're going to see. If I don't like it, well, you know what? We'll take it off. But it looks like it needs just a little something up here. And I think that might be cute. If, like I said, if not, well, it can come back off. I do want to make it small, though. I don't want it big. I let go of it. Now I'm going to have a hard time getting a hold of these ends. Come on, fingers. I want it to be small, not a big bow. Alright, let's see. I don't know. I don't know if I like that bow. I think it looks a little too big on there. Well, maybe. You know what? I might just tie it in a knot and just let some raffia hang. I don't care for the bow. But, you know, trial and error here. We'll figure something out. So let's see how that would look. Just with a little bit of raffia on here. I just thought it would kind of break it up in between here. Alright, let's see. Let me trim this down. See if I even like this on here. I thought it would look nice with the carrots. Just a little bit of something underneath there. Well, let's see what it looks like when we get it all together. Still not crazy about the raffia, but it might be okay. I don't know. What do you think? We'll see. Like I said, I changed my mind a lot. You don't know till you try, right? Alright, so let's leave that there. Now this, I'm going to have to go over this. I used my heat gun to dry this and it made the paint crack. But I can touch that up. I'll do that after. It's not a big deal. But look how darn cute that is. Love it. Alright, so we are going to put some hot glue on here. But first I'm going to put a little bit of this Fix All adhesive on here. This stuff works great. Get this at Dollar Tree. So I'm going to put this on... Let's see, these two sides here, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue to just to hold it like a clamp. So on here, we're going to put some hot glue, big old drops of it. And then that will hold this in place until the other glue dries. They're not all touching. Alright, let's flip this over here. If we can without dropping it. There we go. But I think that's cute. You know what? I think that's going to be fine under there with the raffia. You're really not even going to see it that much, but it just adds a little something to it. But yeah, so that is my project. I just have to touch up some of these little cracks. I was not going for a crackle look, but you know, I didn't have any patience, so I should have just put it outside because it's a really nice day out. It would have dried just fine. But anyway, I did not. But this is perfect. Add some little candies to it, whatever. Like I said, there's no... Ugh, stop moving it. It's not drying. There's no paint or anything on top of it here. I need to stop moving this thing until it dries. But yeah, there's nothing on here. It's just on the bottom is the paint and everything. So, you know, whatever you want to put on here is fine. But that's it. That was my little project for the day. I will take a picture of this to put at the end of the video. But thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this little project, and I will see you guys all next time. Have a great day, everyone.